Ship. What is higher? The water. And you will say, wow, why the water will be more dense than the ship? But remember that the ship, what has at the bottom? So it's like this. What you see is like this. And all this, and Carnival, and Royal Caribbean, or whatever. But here, what we have? Like something like this, like a beer, or like this, whatever, but you have air here. So when you add the density, the mass of the whole ship over the volume and the regular shape, it will give that this density is less than the density of the water. Got it? And this is the reason that the ship doesn't sink. Any questions on that? Another typical example, and this is basically what you have to do when you have a partial volume. So you cannot say that the whole volume is the volume of the object because it's not completely submerged. Another typical example, to finish with the typical examples you will see in fluids, in the Archimedes principle, which is the only principle we will touch today. So I will leave the Bernoulli's principle and the equation of continuity for the last class, which is the next topic. And then we will have a day of review, and that's it. Let's say that you go to the Hialeah flea market and you buy this, and somebody said there that is a gold, and you want to test it because you go and you go with this equipment, you go with the scale and all this, and you know your Archimedes principle. So you go, and the guy says, oh, for $2, for chico, $2, $2, hey, come here, I need a cue and come here. All right, so look, let's say that in air, so you weight in air this. So in air, let's say that is 14 grams, or let's put the 1 kilogram. This is in air, so mg, the force of gravity, which is mg, the mass is given. In air, 1 kilogram. How much will be the weight? Approximately 10 Newton. Then, so you measure this in air. The scale measure 10 Newton, or which is equivalent to 1 kilogram. But you want to find if what they are selling is gold. What do? You weight in air, and it's this. And then you weight in water with the same scale. And the weight in water, which is the tension, in the scale, let's say that is 8 Newton. The question is, find the density of the object. So you do that experiment in order to find that if what you are buying is gold or not. So what do? First of all, let's find the buoyancy force. How much is the buoyancy force? 2 Newton. Everybody can see that. So the buoyancy force is the subtraction of these two. Correct? Why? Because if we apply the Newton first law, we said buoyancy force, tension, Fg. Assuming that it's at rest, this is the Newton law. So what we have? Tension, the net force equal to 0. So we have that the buoyancy force plus the tension minus mg equals 0. So the buoyancy force will be mg minus the tension. So the buoyancy force is 10 Newton minus 8 Newton. How much is the buoyancy force? 2 Newton. So the 2 Newton missing is the buoyancy force. Now you want to find if the object that you are buying is gold. What do we do? What is the buoyancy force equal to? Rho. Buoyancy force is rho of what? Buoyancy force. Rho of what? Of the fluid. Time. The volume of the fluid time gravity is equal to how much? In this problem? 2 Newton. We want to find the density of the object. Is the density of the object here? No. How can we replace it? What is the density of the fluid? Which let's suppose that is water. Volume of the fluid. What is the volume of the fluid if the object is completely submerged? And this is the key here. When you have an object with buoyancy, if it's completely submerged, what is the volume of the fluid displaced? The volume of the object. And what is the volume of the object in terms of density and mass? What will be? The mass of the object divided by what? By the density of the object times gravity equal to what? 2 Newton, correct? So if you want to find the density of the object, what will be? The density of the fluid, in this case, what fluid? So water, we put 1 gram per centimeter cube. Time. The mass of the object, how much? So if I said 1 kilogram, time gravity, which is 9.8, divided by how much? Let's put 10. I put 10 because I used 10 originally. Divided by 2 Newton. So we get that 1 times 10 is how much? 10. And 10 divided by 2? 5. So we get that the density of the object is 5 grams per centimeter cube. If you are in the Hialeah flea market, how can you find that what the guy was telling you is not gold? Hmm? How do you check? Hey, wait a minute. Google. You have a cell phone. I hope you have a cell phone. You Google, you pay for the internet, free or whatever in the plan. You check for Google, and if it's less than, if it's not the density of gold, and it's the density of lead, you will buy? No, because you will have cancer after 2 or 3 days on this in your pocket. You know? So this is the way that we applied the buoyancy force. Any questions? All right, that's it for today. So buoyancy and